Salam lingua nerds. So recently I started learning Japanese and learned a few basic words. I couldn't help but notice similarities between Japanese and Uzbek. Although they're completely different, even a few words or grammar rules just fascinate me. It's a reminder for all of us that we share the same history, that we're all connected, and no matter our cultural differences, no matter where we come from, I suggest you look a deeper dive into your own culture, your own history, and you'll feel a sense of belonging, that you're not alone and you have roots. So let's take a little history lesson before a little comparison. And a little disclaimer. Before any self-made historians comment complaining, this video is simplified and made easy to understand for all ages. So yeah. So this is the map of Asia with Turkic, Mongolian, Tungusic, Koreanic and Japonic language groups. This map can help us illustrate how different language groups evolved, especially Turkic ones because they migrated the most, and also how close they are in terms of geography. So, in a nutshell, Turkic people originate from around this area we call Siberia. Since this happened a long time ago, there are still debates happening whether, Turkic people originated from Siberia or from around Mongolia or China. And most people say it's around China, Siberia and Mongolia, so it's around that. Now I say Turkic because Anatolian Turks are not to be mistaken with the term Turkic. Anatolians are a part of the Turkic ethnicity, Google Yakut people, okay? So then they moved to the Altai Mountains over generations. We know this because there are ancient inscriptions in the area near the capital of Mongolia. Now this all happens thousands of years ago, so there isn't much of any specific trace left. So there's this thing called Trans-Eurasian theory, which says that these ethnic groups came from the same area and share the same language family, which we can map out. So you know how ancient Turks come from Siberia and it's pretty close to the Japanese and Korean. This happened more than 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, and even after such a long time, some words survived and are pretty similar. So let's bring up a little chart to show you some. There are plenty more, but I gathered some important words here. So here they are. Yes in Uzbek is ha, and in Japanese hai. They've added the I sound. No is yok, and yo in Japanese. Notice how Uzbek is hardening the sounds, so ye, yo, yok. And black is kuro, or kuro, and qora in Uzbek. So you can see the same thing is happening here, which is we're hardening the word, so k becomes q, o becomes a. We have a handy compound word which is emas. Add emas to any and you have a negative sentence. It's usually added behind the verb just like Japanese, although they have some differences. We also have ma for negative too. Ye means eat and yema is don't eat. And in Japanese it's masen, so every word ends with mas. So to make it negative you say masen. So yeah, it's cool. Mother is ona, oya in Uzbek, and Japanese has onna for woman, daughter or girl. Not particularly mother, but it's close enough, and father is ota, ada, yoki or dada. And in Japanese it's otto or otto-san. I'm new to Japanese, so I think the san is an addition for respect, just like in Uzbek we have siz, but it's used differently. Then we have ichi or uchi, meaning inside. I also discovered a new word. Wata is cotton in Japanese, and in Uzbek it's pachta. Again, you can see that we have hardened the sounds. Wata, wachta, wachta, pata, pachta, pachta. So it's pretty similar. Now both Uzbek and Japanese is an SOV language, subject, object, verb. It's not rare to see a language with an SOV, but again, it suggests they come from the same language family. Here's a visualized picture. Sushi o tabemasu ka? Do you want to eat sushi? Sushi yisiz ma? Or sushi yisan ma? Do you want to eat sushi? I think I said this before, but we have formal and informal speech, and formal can also mean that you respect them. So sushi yisanma is just informal, and you can say it to anyone you know closely and is smaller than you. If it's someone older than you or stranger, or if you want to respect them, then you can say sis. Ashita kofi nomimasu ka? Will I drink coffee tomorrow? Ertaga coffee içemem mi? Will I drink coffee tomorrow?
Sonotoki watashi wa Uzbekistan in sundi imashita. Osha payta men Uzbekistonda yashar edim. At that time, I lived in Uzbekistan. My Japanese accent sucks, but I'm trying, so yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching. That's not all I have, but we ran out of time. I stopped making videos for a few weeks because of personal problems, and I wish to make more. Sharing is appreciated, and if you have anyone who's interested in, send them in. And yeah, higher, sayonara gozaimasu.